Medellín, Colombia. August 1994. A film set in the mountains outside the city. The production is Desert Heat, later renamed Inferno. Low-budget action film. Shot on location. Real locations. Real danger. Van Damme is 33 years old. At the peak of his career. Universal Soldier was a hit. Time Cop is about to release. He's one of the biggest action stars in the world, but he's also battling cocaine addiction. The irony isn't lost on him. Filming in Colombia, the cocaine capital of the world, where Pablo Escobar was killed just 8 months ago, where the Medellín cartel still operates, where violence is part of daily life. The production chose Colombia for authenticity, for the landscapes, for the cheap filming costs, but mostly because other locations wouldn't give them permits. Too risky, too violent. The insurance was impossible. Colombia was the only option. The crew is small, maybe 40 people, half Colombian, half international. The budget is tight, $2 million, nothing by Hollywood standards. They're filming in the mountains, remote locations, hours from the city, dirt roads, no cell phone service. If something goes wrong, they're on their own. The first 2 weeks go smoothly. Beautiful scenery, cooperative locals, good weather. Van Damme is professional despite his addiction. Shows up on time, knows his lines, does his stunts. Nobody would guess he's using. He's gotten good at hiding it. On the third week, Monday morning, a convoy of trucks arrives at base camp. 4 pickup trucks, tinted windows, no license plates. They park at the edge of the set, block the only road out. Nobody gets out immediately, just sit there, engines running, waiting. The production coordinator, a Colombian man named Diego, sees them. His face goes pale, walks quickly to the director, whispers urgently. The director, an American named Frank, stops filming. Everyone take a break. Van Damme, can you come with me? They walk to Diego's trailer. Frank, Diego, Van Damme, and the executive producer close the door. Diego speaks quietly. Those trucks, that's the Orihuela brothers people. Cali Cartel. They control this region. Frank looks confused. What do they want? They want money. They always want money. Film productions are rich foreigners, easy targets. They'll ask for a fee to film here. If we don't pay, they make problems, destroy equipment, threaten the crew, stop the production. How much do they usually ask? Depends. Maybe $50,000, maybe more. The producer does math in his head. We don't have that kind of cash available. The budget is maxed out. We'd have to shut down. Van Damme asks, what if we refuse? Diego looks at him like he's crazy. You don't refuse. You negotiate. You pay something. You keep filming. Refusing means violence. These aren't Hollywood gangsters. These are real cartel. They kill people every day. Have they killed film crews before? Diego hesitates. Not entire crews, but individuals who cause problems. Disappear. Never found. This is Colombia. This is how it works. A knock on the trailer door. One of the Colombian crew members. They're asking for the boss. Want to talk. Frank looks at Van Damme. You're the star. Technically you're the biggest name here. They probably want to meet you. Van Damme nods. Let's go. Diego grabs his arm. Be respectful. Don't argue. Don't refuse anything directly. Just listen. Be polite. Let me negotiate. They walk outside. 5 men have exited the trucks, all wearing casual clothes, jeans, t-shirts, but the bulges under their shirts tell the story. Armed, heavily. The leader is a man in his 40s, thick mustache, gold watch, expensive sunglasses. He smiles when he sees Van Damme. Van Damme, Universal Soldier, great movie. My kids love it. He speaks English with a heavy accent, extends his hand. Van Damme shakes it. Firm grip. Too firm. Intentional. Thank you. What can we do for you? The man's smile doesn't reach his eyes. I am Rodrigo. I manage business in this region. You are making a movie in my region. This requires a permit. Diego steps forward. We have all government permits. Everything is legal. Rodrigo waves this away. Government permits are for government. I'm talking about local permit. From me, from the people who actually control what happens here. How much? Rodrigo looks at Van Damme, ignores Diego. You are big star, big Hollywood production. $50,000. Very reasonable. Other productions pay more. Frank speaks up. We don't have that kind of cash. This is a small production, low budget. Rodrigo's smile fades. Then maybe you shouldn't be filming here. Maybe you should go back to Hollywood. Van Damme feels something snap inside. Maybe it's the cocaine talking. Maybe it's ego. Maybe it's just being tired of being pushed around. We're not paying. Everyone freezes. Diego's eyes go wide. Frank looks terrified. Rodrigo's face goes cold. Excuse me. We're not paying extortion. We have legal permits. We're following Colombian law. We're employing Colombian workers. We're not paying criminals for protection we don't need. Diego tries to intervene. Van Damme. Let's talk privately. Van Damme holds up his hand. No, this needs to be said. I know who you are. I know what you represent. And I'm not paying you a single dollar. If you want to shut us down, try. If you want to threaten us, go ahead. But I'm not giving you money. Rodrigo stares at him. Long moment. Dangerous moment. Then laughs. But it's not a friendly laugh. You are very brave. Or very stupid. In Colombia, brave and stupid look the same. They both end the same way too. Then I guess we'll see which one I am. Rodrigo steps closer. Inches from Van Damme's face. You have 24 hours. $50,000. Cash. Tomorrow morning. Or we come back. And we don't ask politely. He walks back to his trucks. His men follow. They drive away. Dust cloud trailing. Gone. The set erupts. Diego yelling at Van Damme. Are you insane? Do you know what you just did? They will kill us. All of us. Frank pacing. We need to shut down. Pack up. Get out of Colombia tonight. The producer on the phone. Trying to call the studio. No signal. Van Damme stands there. Adrenaline fading. Reality sinking in. What did he just do? That night, they hold an emergency meeting. The Colombian crew is terrified. Half of them quit on the spot. Won't come back tomorrow. Too dangerous. The international crew is split. Some want to leave immediately. Some want to stay and finish. The money is already spent. If they shut down now, the film is dead. Everyone loses. Van Damme barely sleeps. Lies in his hotel room. Thinking. He has cocaine in his bag. Thinks about using. Decides not to. Needs to be clear-headed. Thinks about calling his wife. Telling her he might not come home. Decides not to worry her. Thinks about his kids. About whether his pride is worth dying for. About whether refusing to pay extortion is brave or stupid. Morning comes. The remaining crew gathers at base camp. Maybe 20 people. Half of yesterday's crew. Everyone is nervous. Looking at the road. Waiting for the trucks. 9 a.m. Nothing. 10 a.m. Nothing. Maybe they were bluffing. Maybe they forgot. 11 a.m. The trucks arrive. Same 4 trucks. Same tinted windows. Same men. But this time there are 8 of them. More guns visible. Rodrigo gets out. Walks to Van Damme. Do you have the money? No. Rodrigo nods slowly. Okay, then we have a problem. He signals to his men. They start walking toward the equipment. Cameras, lights, generators. Van Damme's heart is pounding. This is it. This is where it gets violent. Then something unexpected happens. A different convoy arrives. 3 SUVs. Government plates. Doors open. Military uniforms. Colombian army. An officer approaches. Talks to Rodrigo. Low voices. Intense conversation. Rodrigo's face gets red. Angry. But he backs down. His men get back in the trucks. They leave. Again. The officer approaches Van Damme. Mr. Van Damme. I am Captain Morales. Colombian army. We received a call from your embassy. They informed us of the situation. We are here to provide security for your production. Van Damme is confused. I didn't call the embassy. Captain Morales smiles. Someone did. Someone with connections. We will maintain presence here until you finish filming. The cartel will not return. He leaves a squad of 6 soldiers. They set up camp at the edge of the set. Armed. Professional. The filming continues. Van Damme never finds out who called the embassy. Years later he learns the truth. It was Diego, the production coordinator. The same man who yelled at Van Damme for refusing to pay. Diego made calls that night. To the Colombian Film Commission. To his cousin who works in the government. To everyone he knew. Explained the situation. A foreign film crew being extorted. Hollywood star refusing to pay. If violence happened, Colombia's film industry dies. No more productions. No more jobs. No more money. The government responded, not to protect Van Damme, to protect their reputation, their industry, their future. The filming finishes 3 weeks later. No more incidents. The cartel stays away. Military presence is enough. The film wraps. Everyone goes home safe. Desert Heat is released. Flops. Nobody sees it. But that's not the story. The story is what happens after. 6 months later, Van Damme is back in Los Angeles. Gets a package. No return address. Inside is a letter. Handwritten. Spanish. He has it translated. Mr. Van Damme, I am a teacher in Medellín. I heard the story of what you did. How you refused to pay the cartel. How you stood up to them. I want you to know what that meant. For years everyone pays. Businesses pay. Film crews pay. Even schools pay. Everyone is afraid. Everyone thinks there's no choice. But you showed there is a choice. You can say no. You can refuse. After your story spread, 3 other businesses refused to pay. Stood up. Demanded government protection. Got it. The cartel's power is weakening. Not because of army. Because of courage. Because someone showed it's possible to resist. Thank you. You didn't just make a movie here. You made a difference. Maria Restrepo. Van Damme keeps the letter. 20 years later. In an interview, someone asks about Colombia. That was the most dangerous situation I've ever been in. More dangerous than any stunt. Real guns, real threats, real consequences. And I almost got people killed because of pride. But you also inspired people. I got lucky. Captain Morales and his squad saved us. Diego's phone calls saved us. My refusal could have gotten us all killed. That's not heroism. That's recklessness. But you stood on principle. You refused to fund criminals. I stood on ego. Let's be honest. I was high on cocaine, feeling invincible, making stupid decisions. If I'd been sober, I might have handled it differently, smarter. But yeah, I refused. And yeah, it worked out. But it could have gone very differently. Would you do it again? Van Damme thinks for a long time. Now, at 63, sober, wiser, I don't know. I understand the complexity better. Those cartel members aren't just evil. They're products of a system. Poverty, corruption, lack of opportunity. Refusing to pay them doesn't fix that system. It just makes a statement. Is a statement worth dying for? Worth risking your crew? I don't have an easy answer. What about the teacher's letter? About inspiring others to resist. That's the part that matters, not my decision. The ripple effect. If my stupid prideful refusal gave other people courage to stand up, then maybe it was worth it. But I didn't know that would happen. I was just being stubborn. Sometimes stubbornness looks like courage. Sometimes courage looks like stubbornness. Hard to tell the difference in the moment. Today Diego is retired. Lives in Bogota. Van Damme sends him money every year. Christmas, birthday. You saved my life in Colombia. This is the least I can do. Diego always writes back the same message. You saved your own life. By refusing. By standing up. I just made phone calls. You made the hard choice. I'm proud I worked with you. The film Desert Heat remains Van Damme's most obscure movie. Nobody remembers it. But the people who were there remember the story behind it. The day Van Damme refused the cartel. The day pride met principle. The day stubbornness became courage. And 24 hours that could have ended in tragedy, but instead became legend.